folks, welcome back to yet another FM20 Euro squad prediction video. That's right folks, we started this series just yesterday with England, and in today's episode, or video should I say, we're going to take a look at the Belgian national squad. So here we are, in the hotly released FM20, I think it's actually now, the full game. Yep, there's no beta symbols or anything down the bottom there. We are legit. So what we're going to do is we've actually simulated all the way through to actually the kickoff of Euro 2020. So the tournament is well underway, and we're going to take a look at the Belgian squad, the 23 people that have been selected for Belgium, and we're going to compare them with the current squad of players that have been recently selected for the latest batch of qualifiers. Now, the purpose of this video is to see how close to the mark FM20 can get to the actual squads when they are announced in around May. So without further ado, in fact, let's just take a look at the current selection of Belgian footballers to just give us a benchmark of who we're expecting to see in this prediction. Now know 20 of those 24 teams that will go to the tournament next summer. And according to Wikipedia, this was the latest crop of players that were selected by Martinez, the manager at Belgium, for the latest batch of qualifiers, which are now done and dusted. So in fact, he's actually selected more than the typical 23. So there's more of a realistic chance that we'll see a number of these names in there, because he's kind of covered all his bases here. I think the ones with the squad numbers down the left hand side were the ones that were actually fully on in consideration. The rest were just bit part players, or maybe just in there for the experience. But anyway, some familiar names in there. Courtois is up there, obviously now Real Madrid goalie. Mingele is also in there. He's now at Bruges. Matt Sels and Van Kronberg were selected, other two goalkeepers in there. Into the defence we go. Toby Alderweireld, Brandon Meche, who's from Club Bruges. We don't really know much about him. Jason Denier, ex-Man City? Question mark. No, he's not. He's not ex-Man City, is he? I can't remember. Let me have a quick little look. I think it's PSG, or where was he playing? He was ex-Man City. Look at me. Look at me. That fountain of knowledge is in there. Elias Kubel is in there from Anderlecht. Timothy Castagna from Atalanta, another young Belgian defender. The golden generation continues. Then you have Thomas Vermaelen, who's now playing in Japan, and Derek Boyata. No company, obviously player manager now over in Anderlecht, I think. Moving into midfield, Dondonacker, Witsel, De Bruyne, Tielemans, Carrasco, Van Anken, another one that I'm not too familiar with. Dennis Pratt from Leicester City. Yuri Tomans, another youngster from Anderlecht, only 18 years of age. Nacho Chadli is also Anderlecht. And Maxime Lesteigne, another Belgian, no caps to his name. And into the forwards, Lukaku, Eden Hazard, Driss Mertens, Torgan Hazard, Divock Origi, Christian Benteke, Michy Batshuayi, and Leandro Trossard. So those were the players that were selected in the real world in the most recent squads, and we are recording this on the 20th of November. So let's jump back into Football Manager 2020 here and take a little look now at the 23 lucky buggers, according to this Bizarro world, that will be going to the tournament next summer. So we're going to kick it off with the goalkeepers, and we have the first one here, Simon Mingele. He is in there. That's right, Club Bruges goalkeeper. Remained at the season for Club Bruges and actually did pretty well. 7.19 average rated goalkeeper. He made the switch in the summer. And yeah, it actually kept a lot more clean sheets than he did appearances. So that's always a good start. Yep, rated at 9.5 million. Still relatively young as a goalkeeper. Still probably got 2 or 3 years at his peak to be considered. Next up we have Divock Origi. He is going. That's right, the ex... where did he play? He played in Wolfsburg, but I think it was on loan. Lille? Yeah, the ex-Lille striker who Liverpool bought back at the end of the 2014 season. He was a bit of a revelation then, and he's been at Liverpool just chipping away bit by bit, getting some game time. In this simulation, this Bizarro world, he actually played 22 times in the Premier League, scoring 5 goals. How about the rest of the stuff? He actually made it up to 7 goals. This season. A lot of games from the bench, valued at 47.5 million. Do you agree with that valuation? Give me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. So Origi goes. Who else joins him? Benito Raman. Well, we did not see his name crop up on the list, so that's something to bear in mind. He's actually got just 2 caps in this, rated at 9.75 million. He's actually a Schalke player, but Southampton are sniffing around. He was picked up by Schalke from Fortuna Düsseldorf at the end of the 2019 season. To tell a lie, at the end of... Yeah, he was bought by Schalke at the end of the 2019 season. Played 19 times in this bizarro world, scoring 5 goals and 5 assists. It's a name I'm not too familiar about, but what about you guys? Have you heard about Benito Raman? Well, he's at Schalke now, and he actually had a decent season, and he's in the final 23. Next up, we have Yuri Tomans. We know about him. Very, very good young defensive midfielder, only 23 years of age in this bizarro world. Contracted with Leicester, who picked him up for 39 million. Bit of a bargain. Well, a bit of a bargain. Yeah, I'd say he's a bit of a buy. I think his value is just going to go up and up and up. He's got plenty of years ahead of him, maybe a good 8 years at his prime, and Leicester City are just going to reap the benefits. Very, very, very successful loan last season with Leicester scoring 3 goals in 13 from 13 games. A lot of other clubs were sniffing around, but obviously his affiliation and his love for the club at Leicester kept him there. 120 grand a week. He's going to the finals. Next up, we have Jan Vertonghen. Another name that was not in the squad, and it's a big absentee, but he was injured back in the real world, so maybe that hindered his selection within the latest batch of players. And again, he'll probably make the final squad if he still gets game time over at Spurs. Now, his in this bizarre world, he played 20 times, scoring 0, 1 assist, a 7.17 average rated performance. Yeah, all in all, 28 games, 2 from the subs as well, so not too bad. Getting on a little bit now. Maybe this is a BS final tournament, especially if they can still churn out the players for the nation. So Vertonghen gets in at 33 years of age. Alex Witsel gets in there as well, the Dortmund defensive midfielder as well, a player that Rovers were linked with back in the day when he was playing for possibly was it either Benfica or Standard Liège? I think it must have been Standard Liège in the Belgian league. So the big afro. So he did have time in China, playing a couple of games out there, and I was quite surprised to see him go at such a young age to chase the money. But he's back in the real world, in the land of football, and that is Germany. He's actually had a couple of good seasons so far. In this bizarre world, he played 30 times, scoring 4 goals, 4 assists, and a 7.03 average rated. He's going to the finals next summer. Joining him will be Toby Alderweireld. That's right, the other Spurs Belgian centre-back, formerly of Southampton. In this bizarre world, it looks like he's off to China very, very soon. Played 29 times in this, 1 assist, 7.00 average rated. Getting on a little bit, but still got a couple of good years ahead of him in this world. He's also got 102 caps, 4 goals. Good centre-back, can play down the right-hand side if you want to go there, but you probably won't. Moving on, we have Derek Boyata. Yep, he is in the squad, playing for Hertha Berlin in the real world. He's on loan at Hertha Berlin where's he on loan from? Celtic? Where is he? He was picked up by Hertha Berlin. He went on loan to Everton in this. Only played a handful of games. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure if he deserves the call-up, depending on what else is out there. But according to this simulation, 29 years of age. The best years should be ahead of him still. Formerly of Manchester City as well. Another Belgian connection. But he goes to the finals. Joining him will be Timothy Castagna. Did we see that name crop up? We did. Timothy Castagna from Atalanta, rated at 15 million. He goes to the finals. Plays down the left-hand side, or occasionally down the right-hand side as well. Playing over in Serie A, having a decent season. 6.666 average rated. 22 appearances, 1 assists. So, despite his limited appearances with only 7 caps and 2 goals, it's not a bad turnaround for a defender. And only at 23 years of age, he's going to the finals next summer. And joining him will be Keon Castells. It is a goalkeeper. I believe he was not in this the Wikipedia squad. He was injured at the time of those squads, so maybe that's hindered him. He had 0 caps prior to the tournament, or prior to as of November, 0 caps, and still he has 0 caps. Plays for Wolfsburg, £7.25 million rated. Inter Milan are sniffing around as well, so he could be another one of the goalkeepers joining Mingale, who's so far gone through. Next up, we have Thibaut Courtois, the ex-Chelsea goalkeeper, who's actually at Madrid these days, rated at £51 million. How good of a season did he have? A pretty tremendous season, 7.33 average rate. Obviously, Belgium's number one. Played 26 games, conceding just the 19 goals. Played 41 in total, 37 goals conceded as well. Still 28 years of age, very, very young in goalkeeper's eyes. So he's got another 2 tournaments at least after this one. There was no question he was going to go there. It's just a matter of he didn't get injured or not. So he goes. So does Kevin De Bruyne, rated at 90 million, 28 years of age as well. One of the best players in the Premier League. Very versatile as well, according to this little graphic here. He can play even as defensive midfielder and as far forward as a striker, if you want to go there. But obviously we've seen him more as a midfielder, attacking midfielder as well, box to box, that kind of job. His season with us in this bizarre world, 11 goals, 13 assists, 10 men in a match, 7.81 average rated. Amazing statistics, 32 appearances as well. If you want to open that up a little bit more, he also scored a few goals in the cup competitions, but nothing in Europe. But that's just my bizarro world. He's gone. Next up, we have Jason Denier. He is in the squad for Lyon, and he's also still with Lyon in this bizarro world. Tottenham are sniffing around. I don't want to go there. He is a centre-back. Formerly of Manchester City. Again, they like to collect their Belgians. Maybe they're looking for the next Vincent Kompany, but unfortunately they haven't found him. But anyway, they pawned him off. Went to Celtic on loan, Galatasaray on loan, Sunderland on loan, and then eventually to Olympique Lyon, cashed up the money, 7.25. He's off to the tournaments next summer. Joining him will be Leonanda Di Dandanaka, the Wolverhampton Wanderers midfielder. Can play at centre-back if he wants to go down there, and defensive midfield as well. Rated at 30 million. Was picked up for 12 million last season after a loan spell from Anderlecht. Yep, again, they just keep on finding the talent. He's only 25 years of age. He might not be one of the first names on the team sheet, but he's definitely in the consideration of Martinez. 15 caps, so he goes to the finals as well. Some people are not going to make it, some people, but this guy's going. Of course, he was probably one of the first names, if not the first name on the sheet. Eden Hazard, now 29 years of age after a season with Real Madrid. He's going 16 goals, 11 assists, 7.82 average rated from 36 games. If you want to expand his stats, he goes to 22 goals in 52 appearances this season, no competitions. So a very, very successful first season with Real Madrid. 103 caps, 30 goals. Yep. What else can we say about the guy? He's just phenomenal. Can play. He's very versatile across the attacking midfield slot, as well as in the more a deeper sort of role here. He can also go up top if you want to go there. But obviously, he was always going to go unless, again, he was injured. Next up, we have his brother from another mother. It's actually from the same mother. Thorgan Hazard. He goes. The Belgian 27-year-old Dortmund player, formerly of Mönchengladbach, who switched Borussias at the end of the 2019 season, going from Gladbach to Dortmund for 22 million according to this. 6 goals, 21 appearances, 7.11 average rated for the Belgian guy. He's going. So, yeah, check that bad boy out. Next up, we have Adnan Januzaj, obviously the ex-Manchester United midfielder, now playing his football. Well, he was playing his football over at, was it Real Sociedad? Yep, that's Real Sociedad. Obviously, I haven't got the name fixed up. But in this bizarre world, he makes a switch to Liverpool for £26 million, and he actually had a decent first campaign in Spain, but then he did make the switch at the start of the season, scoring 3 goals, 2 assists. Not too shabby. So, Januzaj, he goes. He's not mentioned in the Real squad. And that's purely because on form, so he didn't get in. Christian Cabarase is a name that we are not familiar with as well. He actually got 2 caps to his name at Watford. He gets up to 6 caps so far. He makes the squad for a decent performance. Another defender. So he goes through. Who else do we have? We haven't even got to the strikers yet. Vincent Kompany makes it. 34-year-old Vincent Kompany is going to the Euros. That's maybe a bit of a surprise. 23 appearances, 3 goals, 7.32 average rate. Not too shabby over in Belgium. I doubt this will happen in the real world, but FM20 think he's going. Next up, Romelu Lukaku, obviously now at Inter Milan and scoring goals. Goals are plenty, 17 goals in 38 appearances in the league. And if you expand those stats, 21 goals, 44 games, plus 4 substitute appearances. He's having a new lease of life, still only 27 years of age, good. 3 or 4 years maybe at the top for Lukaku, so we'll probably see him in the World Cup as well, and also maybe the next Euro. So still very young, still got a whole lot to offer. for Belgium. So he goes. Joining him will be Auriel Mangala, who is a name that we are also not familiar with. I don't see him anywhere in the lineup. He's actually a midfielder, defensive midfielder, and he plays for Stuttgart. Now, Stuttgart, according to my knowledge, are in the Zweite Bundesliga. So this one is a very, very bizarre selection, getting in there with 4 goals, 27 appearances, 6 assists, 6.77 average rate. I'm sure there's plenty of other midfielders out there. Your Dennis Pratts, your Chadleys, your who else did I not miss? There's quite a few names that should go in there, so I'm quite surprised he makes it. But he's there. Driss Mertens is also on his way, 33 years old now. According to this, he's on his way. He's on the way out. Still managed to chip away with some goals. 10 goals, 28 appearances for Napoli. 12 goals in total. So he makes the squad as well. And joining him is Thomas Meunier, the PSG right back. Thomas Meunier, where are you? Yep. 49 caps, 7 goals. It was always going to go in there. Probably one of the first names on the sheet as well. In this bizarre world, he's actually made the switch to Wolves for 21 million in the summer. So he'll play the new season there after the tournament. After a decent season with PSG, 28 games, 4 assists, 7.12 average. And Simon Mingale. And there we are, back to the beginning. So let's take a look at all the whole squad in its entire glory. So there is a lot of big names that don't get called. Michy Batshuayi doesn't make it. Benteke doesn't make it. Nasser Chadli doesn't make it. Carasso from the Chinese club doesn't make it. So yes, I'm quite surprised with that squad. Are you guys surprised? Well, give me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below as we do these videos over the next few days. I want to hear your guys' opinion of what you see. Do you value FM20's prediction? Do you think it's close to the mark? Do you think there's a few names that they've missed, and you're quite surprised by me with some of the selections? Well, give me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Tomorrow we'll go again with yet another nation, and while you're here, make sure you check out my predictions for the 23-man squad for Belgium. It should be on the channel as well. I'm trying to bring them out at the same time, my predictions compared to FM20's predictions. And again, we are well ahead of schedule. Obviously, the tournament doesn't kick off till June. But I do look forward to doing these, and I'll do the next one tomorrow. I'll be back very, very soon. Till then, smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe if you're new. Plenty of Euro 2020 content coming at you on the channel over the next few weeks. Until then, I'll see you next time around. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date. All things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.